What up? What up? What up? What up?
Go to the chamber.
Welcome to Two Words for You Wrestling Podcast, powered by Kingdom Cash. It's your boy Country. Got Rimp in the building. Got our special guest host Lennox in the building. What's cracking with you fellas? Y'all good?
We good. We good over here on this side. How about y'all?
Good.
Good. No problems.
Too good.
So we a week away from Elimination Chamber. Is a week?
Yeah, I think it's happening on Saturday. I'm pretty sure, March 1st.
Cool.
So we like a couple Saturdays away actually. So it's on March 1st.
Yeah, we about halfway through the build up. So far build up's been good. I think we got some big matches coming out. Do you have the card? Do you have any? Okay, let's
the Elimination Chamber card or the Raw card. We could do either or.
Let's go through Raw first. So,
all right.
I didn't really watch a lot of Raw. I kind of caught the highlights of it. I wasn't able to watch. I was traveling yesterday before the snowstorm that we're currently in. So, college campus tours are fun if you ever do that with your children. And one day, you're gonna do it with your child, and it's gonna be amazing. So let's go through Raw. How did we start off Raw?
So we could go through the whole card, but there's really only a few things that's probably even worth discussing. And the first thing that happened is actually one of the things that's worth discussing, is that Sami Zayn addressing Kevin Owens attacking him. You know, so at the end of, I think it was Raw last week, we had the CM Punk Sami Zayn match, classic match, by the way.
Good match.
Great match, I'd say, even. And after Sami loses, him and Punk shake hands, you know, once again teasing that Sami Zayn, kind of teasing it a little bit, that Sami Zayn turn that you kind of been hoping for. And at the end, you had Kevin Owens pop in, package pile driver them, Sami's out for a while. But we see him this week, and he basically addresses that, saying him and Kevin, their careers have been intertwined, and he's calling them out for a match. Adam Pearce comes out. He originally says, we cannot sanction a match between you and Kevin Owens. You have not been medically cleared by anybody. The board won't approve of this. I can't approve of this. Medical won't approve of this. And so we fast forward a little bit. Sami Zayn says, I'm not leaving this ring without a match. So Adam Pearce says, all right, you'll get the match, but it's going to be unsanctioned. So, no disqualification. Yep.
What does unsanctioned mean?
No disqualification.
No rules.
No rules.
So anything goes. So
and the WWE has washed their hands of whatever happens to Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens in this match. So should be good. A little fun fact. Yeah, I think it was the second to last match Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did in Ring of Honor was unsanctioned as well. So, and that match was incredibly brutal. Well worth the watch if you want to, but yeah.
This is a main event caliber match. And a quick build up. It didn't take long. It was the Cody match, and Sami was there, but he didn't get involved, which probably was I don't know if that was a good or bad thing. We'll see how it plays out, but he didn't get involved with that match, so this led to this. So it wasn't it was a quick build up. It wasn't a long build up, but the sprinkles have been there for a couple of weeks though. So I'm not mad at the build up. I'm not mad at Sami Zayn. They need to make this one. If the ladder match between Cody and Kevin Owens was so brutal, I hate to say it, but they need to go a step further in this one. So it has to be. It should be competitive, and Sami's a great seller. So, but Sami's gonna have to take some punishment in this match, and build up that sympathy from the crowd that he gets, that they want to see him win. I think that's what's going to have to happen in this match. But it's going to have to be the kids probably Lennox shouldn't watch this match.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be
super
brutal. It needs to be It needs to be a lot of weapons. It needs to be
blood. We're
going
gonna
through
have to see some
blood.
color.
It needs to, yeah, it's gonna need some color. So what?
You need to turn that on first, sir. So Kendall can watch it.
No, Kendall can't watch this.
Because she got to fight the girl that wants to fight.
I didn't mean it literally. I meant like it should be a very, very hardcore match, like your matches be.
My match.
When he plays.
Yeah, he got a lot of false finishes in his matches. And jumping off the bed and the counter and the dresser.
Oh my goodness! We get some color in those matches. We get some blatant done.
But Nick, he just takes it too far.
Okay.
So, yeah, it needs to be brutal. It needs to be hardcore. It needs to be. I don't think interference is needed, but it needs to be bloody.
Yeah.
And I would actually go with a double count out situation, a double.
Like can't continue. Neither can continue.
We can't let it. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. I would go with that because that doesn't make either man look weak, and you can still go with the. Would you introduce Randy Orton back with this match?
Oh, I was.
You could do that. It just
because the rumor is Kevin Owens, Randy at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This is WrestleMania is a month and a half.
It's in April, so it's like a month and a half.
So you gotta pull Kevin Owens away from Cody.
Sammy.
And Sammy.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do with Sammy at WrestleMania?
That's the only thing is like if you do Kevin Owens and Randy at WrestleMania, which you can do, the storyline is there, the reasoning is there. What do you do with Sammy after that? You could throw him into the Intercontinental title picture, but that feels kind of done up. That feels kind of played out. Well, he isn't on SmackDown.
You got time to set it up. You got time to ramp it up.
Yeah, and I think he's on SmackDown now. Even
there's so many people right now that I don't want to see a lot of triple and fatal four ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's starting to be like that because there's so many people you want to get involved with.
Yep.
They might have to make WrestleMania 3 nights.
Man.
I was gonna say if Randy was a never pile driver and he could have won the Royal Rumble, we could have did a Cody and Randy. So then we could do Kevin and Sammy in WrestleMania.
We gotta find a way to get Cena and Randy on the same thing. Yeah.
That's probably going to have to happen after Mania, though.
Yeah, you have to find a way. He's going to have to go through Cody, Randy, CM Punk before he retires. It has to happen. Those matches have to happen. I don't know if he necessarily has to go at Roman.
Or Brock.
We did that already.
I don't think Brock coming back.
Not this soon.
Not this soon. But the Kevin Sammy, like I said, I think we all agree it has to be brutal. It has to have color. The finale of it has to be probably a little bit screwy. And I think that's where you pull Randy Owens into it. So it might need a little shenanigan at the end to pull Randy Orton into it and push that into WrestleMania. And which half of the setup and the build is already there. So he should be cool. He's been off for
a while.
He's been off for months. Yeah. So he should be nicely in shape and come back looking strong and maybe he's about to put the package power driver on Sammy and boom, the music hits.
Something like that starting. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a big pop for Randy. And then boom, you off and running with Randy versus KO.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you just said there. Their match in Ring of Honor that was unsanctioned was, like you said, if if Kevin and Cody with the ladder match was at an 8, their match in Ring of Honor was 9.5 to a 10 in brutality. Especially the finish of that match, which is something we should look out for in this match. was Sami Zayn taking a steel chair and just cleaning Kevin Owens' clock right in the dome. Right in the dome. No hesitation either. Or I think there was hesitation because there was like the build up or whatever. But Sami just cleans Kevin Owens' clock with a chair shot, and that was the finish. Maybe we see a tease of that in this match. Maybe Sami Zayn grabs a chair, is about to swing it at Kevin Owens' head and thinks twice about it. You know, they'll call back to that match. I don't know if WWE would ever sign off on this, but maybe we get a chair shot to the head in this match, just this one time, maybe to increase the brutality.
Yeah.
We might see Sami Zayn bring back. So his finisher in Ring of Honor used to be like this modified brainbuster, and he did it to Kevin Owens off the turnbuckle, which looks insanely brutal. Maybe we see him bring that back.
Yeah, he did it. He did it. Who did he do it against? Did he do it against Gunther?
He might have done it against Gunther. He might have.
I might have to look back. Ooh, what's that? I like that.
So we might need to bring that back. Maybe so. My fiance would be happy if they did this. Maybe they bring back Tax for the first time in a long time. We have not seen the metal spiky things in a very long time. Maybe they bring that back for this match.
Thumbtacks.
Yeah. So I thought they were going to do it with Drew CM Punk.
That's a main event. That's a main event caliber match. It's going to be hard to follow.
Yeah.
So, and whoever's after that, if they are they doing Cody solo?
They might. They've been teasing it, so it's possible that that's on the card. It's not on the card as of right this moment, but they, like you said, they've been teasing it. So
yeah,
could be.
All right. What else happened on Raw? That was a good setup, though.
Yep. I think the next thing worth talking about. Oh, we'll quickly mention. I think it's worth mentioning quickly. There was a development in the Jade Cargill case of who pushed Jade Cargill or attacked Jade Cargill. We saw video footage on SmackDown of, the scene of the crime, so to speak, and Liv and Raquel was leaving the scene of the crime. So we had Bianca and Naomi confront them. They, of course, deny everything, but, that's setting up. So I thought that was worth a brief mention.
Still something screwy about that one.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm thinking Liv and Raquel might not have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's recording the footage?
It was submitted anonymously.
Right. Who was that? We got to figure out who that was. Who would you like it to be? Who would make the most sense?
Who would make the most sense? I think Naomi makes a lot of, well, not to be recording it, but I think Naomi makes a lot of sense to have done it. She wanted to get the tag team titles back. She never really lost them when she left the company. She had to forfeit them over, so she wanted to get them back. Now she's tag team champion. Move Cargill out the way. But as for who I would have liked to have done it, I would really like to see a heel Bianca Belair run. I would really like to see Bianca turn heel, and we get that because she had a great run in NXT where she was a heel, and that would be great to see on the main roster.
It's giving me HBK versus Shawn Michaels vibes. What would you say?
I was gonna say maybe Becky could have did this.
Becky Lynch.
Probably. I'm saying that could like Oscar or somebody trying to.
Oscar is a good name.
Oscar's a name. I mean, whoever did this. Whoever did this is probably getting a match with Jade at WrestleMania. So, I mean, Becky versus Jade is not a bad match. Asuka versus Jade is not a bad match. Bianca versus Jade is not a bad match. Naomi versus Jade, again, is another match that could be great. So, whoever it is probably
was in the match. She was in a match when it happened. She has to be connected.
That's true. She would have to be connected to it, some other way. There.
So to add on, or she could let's do the Stone Cold Triple H, where Rikishi actually did it, but Triple H was the one behind it. So
yeah, maybe
we set up Naomi to be the one that did it,
and then Bianca.
And Bianca they both was the mastermind behind it. To get Jade out the way. And
Get a
that way
double heel turn.
You can turn Jay heel, you can turn Naomi heel. You're gonna have to take the belts off of them though.
Ooh.
Eventually. You could have you could pick a tag team to take it off of them. You got the two NXT girls, Metaphor. You could have them take the belts off them if you want to. You know, they're
you can take Liv and Raquel, get it off of them, and then
maybe have Jade cost them the belts.
And there you have it. Now we have a heel Naomi, we have a heel Bianca, and we got a great match. Now you can lead it with Naomi versus Jade, get that cracking, and then when that comes out, it's like, well, Bianca's the one that told me to do it. And it's like, oh. And now you got that for WrestleMania. So you got enough time to build Naomi. Now, I hate to do this to Naomi, but it might not be a pay-per-view match, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
She might make an appearance, which is fine. You know, appearing on WrestleMania is better than...
We'll give you 20 minutes on SmackDown. Yeah. Can Jade... Okay, while Jade has been away, is she better in the ring? Because she still looked like a rookie. She's still a little green. Can she do a 20-minute banger in the match?
I think if you put her in the ring with someone like Bianca, who makes like average people look good anyway, you could turn someone like Jade, who's got the natural ability, and make it into a great match.
Can Naomi make her into? Naomi took Nia Jackson to a great match a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so Naomi can put on bangers too. So I mean, either one, there's no wrong answer there. Maybe if it was someone else who was also new, like a Tiffany Stratton, maybe there would be a lot more questions. Although I still think that could be a great match. It just, there are people that can carry people in a match. I think Bianca's one of those people. Naomi could be one of those people. I think Becky Lynch could be one of those people. Asuka. So just as long as it's one of those people, I'm not too worried about Jade, how green she is to the WWE style. But okay, that was the little sidetrack into that. But I think we'll address one other thing. Two other things. So we had Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile for the number one contendership for the Intercontinental Women's Championship. Dakota Kai won, so we're going to get Dakota Kai versus Lyra Valkyria rematch. Should be another good match for the belt. A lot of people have been complaining that this belt hasn't been defended enough, so it's good that we're getting a defense next week, and hopefully it's a really good match.
Yeah, because that's the workout. That's the workhorse belt. That's the TV title belt, like the one that it's going to get defended. You know what I'm saying? So, it needs to be worked out. They got a lot of... Okay, we're going to have to discuss this one day. Is WWE... Do they have too much talent?
That's something to discuss.
Like they running out of it's people. Chad Gable's actually been off TV for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, he's on hiatus. He's on
a hiatus, a vacation. It's good that Triple H is giving them vacations because I know Vince was 300 some days a year. So it's good that they get breaks, but it's like Randy Orton's been gone, but he's been gone for 3 months. Jay's been gone for. I feel like Jay's been gone all year. She definitely been gone all 2025.
Yeah.
So it feels like they taking these long breaks because it's so much you're missing them, but you're not. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the danger.
Chad Gable's been off TV 2 weeks. I can't say I miss him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because they filled it in with somebody else, but he has been gone. I would like to see him on TV because I know he puts on good work. I want to see Randy on TV because Randy puts in good work. And then if the rumors are correct, Miro, Malachi Black, Ray Phoenix, Ricky Starks that we haven't even discussed. All these people are coming in, and then it's like, do we have enough room for all these people? I know, and we haven't discussed this either, but they had some layoffs.
They did.
That makes sense. I do like Authors of Pain. I think if they would have had the right manager, maybe they could be something as a tag team, but Paul Ellering, he's a legend, and we respect
Yeah.
you, but he's entirely too old.
Paul
to
never
me.
even. I can name on my hand how many promos Paul even cut while he was managing for them in the WWE. It was like
Yeah.
one, and it was good, but it's like he didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
I think I know this is SmackDown, but I have something to get off of my chest.
Oh,
I've saying this for a lot of weeks.
I thought you was gonna say years. I was gonna say you're only 6. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ahead.
You know how we thought Nyla was about to face Tiffany?
Yeah. Okay.
She was talking to Candice
Candice
Candice LeRae.
LeRae. I'm sorry.
and then Alexa Bliss pops up. The Y16 start glitching. Then when Alexa walks off, I hear Nia say, "That's what I was talking about." To Candice LeRae.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that should be a match.
You think
Candice LeRae and who?
Alexa Bliss?
No, Alexa and Nia.
Alexa. Okay. You think
that could be a match?
That's been on your mind for weeks?
Yes.
That's funny. I like the we didn't talk about the Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus tag team. We'll get into that with Elimination Chamber. So it was a good setup. Go ahead, Rim.
But yeah, the Intercontinental Championship's going to be defended next week, so that'll be good. And I think the last thing that's worth talking about here, we had Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for Elimination Chamber. We can use this to kind of parlay into Elimination Chamber discussion. But we had Seth beat Finn, predictably. He's going to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Good match, though.
Great match.
Yeah, that's what
Great match. So the Elimination Chamber setting up to be really good. We got a lot of heavy hitters in this one. You got Seth.
So we got Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, Punk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Drew. Damian Priest. Drew, and then it was 6, right?
Yeah, Logan, right?
And Logan Paul.
Paul, yeah. I thought Ray won, but I didn't see all of it.
Man, there's so many ways you can go.
I think there's
I think
there's one right answer.
Go ahead.
I think this is what I think they'll do, and this is what I think they should do. I think Cena wins the chamber match. Okay. And then we get Cena, Cody, WrestleMania. Because right now, at this very moment, Cody does not have a worthy WrestleMania opponent, I'd say. Like, Solo, he's cool, but for him to face Cody at WrestleMania, that's not like a main event to me right now. He just came off of a loss.
Jacob and Solo right now.
Yes, and they teased it, by the way. They did tease that.
Yeah.
So I think Cena Cody makes sense. Cena said he wants to win a world title. Cody has a world title. Cody doesn't really have an opponent. Cena Cody, you can do. We discussed this, I think, the last show we did. Cena Cody can be your Rock Cena, can be your Rock Hogan kind of passing of the torch thing. So I think that's what they'll end up doing.
And also, I feel like if Punk loses this chamber, we can do Punk against Cody if he wins. But if Cena wins, we could do Cena Cody. And then we have on the other side, if Roman is cleared, then we could do Punk, Rollins, Reigns.
Yeah, and I think that's what they'll end up doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the swerve? Because this is what we expect to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They think and know we expect this to happen. So what's the swerve?
The swerve could be there could be a swerve. The swerve is if you want another WrestleMania. I mean, they set up Punk, Cody. They had them face off, so you could do that and then just do Rollins Roman at WrestleMania 2. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And then just have Cena versus Logan Paul or something at WrestleMania. That makes a good match too. You could have Drew win. Drew Cody is a big match. I mean, Drew's as deserving as anybody. I said before, I think when we were discussing the Rumble, I don't know if Drew and Cody is necessarily a main event in this particular WrestleMania, but if Triple H sees it that way, I'm not going to, complain. I'm not going to complain about it. But any one of these, you can make sense out of any one of these guys. I think Cena makes the most sense, but you can make sense out of any one of these guys.
I got a question. It's all about, do you think CM Punk would accept this?
Okay.
CM Punk versus Logan Paul.
At WrestleMania?
At WrestleMania.
Ugh, man.
I know. But
I think he would do it, but man, that would be kind of.
Would he be happy doing it? Would he be happy?
I don't think so. Because first of all, I don't know. Why would you? Would he put Logan over? I don't think so. I wouldn't want him to. I wouldn't want him to put Logan over. And if you're doing that, like, by all intents and purposes, WWE thinks Logan Paul is a future star. Your future star can't be losing WrestleMania after WrestleMania.
He's a white hot heel. He's Dominic Mysterio that can perform. He's that level of heel right now.
Yeah, and you're gonna have him win some matches, and he's eventually gonna get into the main title scene, I assume. And if you're gonna have him do that, he's gonna have to beat somebody. And I mean, are you gonna have Logan Paul go over CM Punk at WrestleMania?
No.
Are you gonna do that? I'm not gonna do that.
I think, but this is where my confusion comes in with the Elimination Chamber. Because I think it would make more sense to do CM Punk versus Cody than CM Punk versus Cena, or Cena versus Cody. I think it's a little too early for Cena to go out with a belt. I think he goes out with a belt. Because if you put it on him, then he got to lose it.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't think we want him to lose it because it's going to cheapen it. If he keep it for a month, then we know he's leaving in December. It kind of cheapens it.
So I would switch it.
I would switch it like this. I would let CM Punk win the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
I would have CM Punk, Logan Paul, John Cena as the last three.
Okay.
Logan Paul eliminates Cena.
Okay.
That sets up WrestleMania, Logan Paul versus Cena. He can put a new guy over, make him a very, very credible heel, get a lot of heat on him.
Yeah.
Cena doesn't necessarily have to win the match. He probably needs to, but let him get his payback at WrestleMania. That's cool. That's cool. But you're putting him up on a level in that main event conversation. He's in there, but he needs to show it with Cena. And then you get Cody versus CM Punk.
You could do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that makes a lot of sense.
That could close night 2, especially if you got Roman Reigns versus Seth, where CM Punk doesn't fit in there.
Yeah.
Maybe Drew fits in there. Drew LA Knight is the thing almost. That's becoming a thing.
That could be a WrestleMania match.
You've had 2 encounters with Jacob and Drew.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many ways you can go, man. But I think Cena and Cody can balance out the feel good story of Jay versus Gunther, because that has to end with Jay going over. Yeah. And everybody yeeting all night. So that's gonna close night 1, and then night 2, we need Cena, Cody versus Roman, where it was like, yo, and Cody don't necessarily have to win that belt. CM Punk doesn't necessarily have to win, so you can do the rematch in a year and bring it back around, because they're gonna CM Punk and Cody. They have to collide. They have to.
Yeah. At some point.
I think Daddy, you know how you said CM Punk's like a big heel?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's like a heel. Like he's a big heel.
He's gonna have to
He's
turn
like
heel.
he's like Dominic. We can say he's like that. But he's just the one he just gets the cheers and he don't got a group.
He's gonna be anti-hero versus
Yeah,
Cody.
Yeah,
Which, in my personal opinion, I think CM Punk prefers to be that anti-hero.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
the reason I didn't like his AEW run a lot, he was too babyface, and it was like, oh my God, I don't want this CM Punk. I'm not used to this guy. I need him to be a little sneaky, a little bit arrogant and cocky, and shaved head CM Punk. Do you remember the year of the summer of Punk? I need him to be that guy. So I think you can do that with Cody. Cody is being a little heelish lately too, especially with the KO match, where it was brutal and he was posing and standing over his dead body and all that stuff. So I think there's a couple ways that you can go. Like I said, we got a month and a half to promote WrestleMania after this.
Yeah.
So after this we know where they're going after this. We have to know.
Yeah, I think so.
Any other winners that you would have out of this match?
Let me see.
Makes sense. I mean, you can find a way to make all of them make sense.
Yeah, you can make. Okay, so on the risk of making this episode sound really bad, in the future when one of these people wins, I think 100% the following people are not winning this match. Okay. I don't think Damian Priest is going to win this match.
Is this in order or?
Not in order.
Okay.
my fiance just booed me because she's a big Damian Priest fan.
Bisexual Undertaker.
Yeah, yeah, the bisexual Undertaker. You a big? Yeah. But yeah, I don't think he's going to win this match. This isn't necessarily in order. I do not think Logan wins this match.
No.
I do not think Seth wins this match. I think those three absolutely do not win this match. Right. I think the other three I could see, conceptualize, and understand where they go. The other three, I think Seth is on a collision course with either Punk or Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. There's no other place he can go unless somebody gets injured or something, or unforeseen happens. I don't think so. I think Logan. Go ahead.
I think Damian and Drew are linked too.
Yeah, I think Damian and Drew are probably linked. I could see Drew maybe winning and going up against Cody, and then Damian doing something else with maybe Solo or somebody. But for that reason, I don't see if Damian's wrestling at WrestleMania, it's going to be against Drew McIntyre, I think. But so I can't see Damian winning. And then as far as Logan Paul goes, it's way too soon to put him in that main event spot. I think he's very heelish. But just a WrestleMania main event for the championship right this second, it would be way too soon, I think. So what do you think about that?
I agree with you. I agree. Those three guys probably not. Who's the other guy though? Logan, Drew, Damian, Seth. Okay, yeah, that was four guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think CM Punk and Cena make the most sense coming out of this match. Yeah. And I think Seth and Roman, that's already it's in writing. It's already booked. I think Drew and Damian needs a little bit more build. But you can do that in this match. Yeah. You can do that in this match to make it make sense. Logan Paul is the wild card. And like I said, if you just want to make him hateable, just more than he already, if you want him to make him the most hated man in the WWE, you make him eliminate Cena.
Yeah, that would get so many boos.
They've been teasing him with Punk, but Will Punk do that? I don't think Punk would do that. If he
I
does
don't think
that,
so.
he's a completely and totally different man than he ever
Yeah,
was.
because he's got
This is a
plenty of
new
chips to
era.
cash. Yeah,
Yeah, he's too close to the main event right now to do that. You
yeah.
blowing that one? Yeah. So I think it has to be Cena and Logan.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Question before we move on, if we're gonna move on. Who do you think gets eliminated first?
Damien.
You think
Yeah,
Damien? Okay.
either Damian or Drew. I would
Damien or
say
Drew?
Drew because you got to build up Damon and Drew.
Drew.
So
Hmm.
Damian eliminating Drew helps you. Well, but you also
So
get the payback of Damian eliminated Drew at Royal Rumble, so maybe he eliminates Damian to get it. That's a get
get it
back
back.
type of thing.
Yeah.
So dang, everything can go either way.
Yeah.
It's like,
And for that very reason, I don't know who the first two are, but for that very reason, I could see either Seth or Punk being one of the first eliminated. Just because imagine the first time Punk gets in there, he like beelines to, or not Punk, Seth gets in there, he beelines to Punk and eliminates him. And that's what he said he was doing. I think he cut a promo one of these weeks on Raw, and he's like, "My purpose for being in that chamber is making sure you don't go to WrestleMania." That would be kind of crazy.
okay, but here's my screwy finish. Somehow that gate has got to be open to get Roman Paul and to get Roman Reigns in there with Seth.
Oh, and he costs him.
Or you could do I was never really eliminated because Roman pulled me out of the cage and then could you do that type of thing?
And
you could do that.
I think we should it makes sense if Damien would eliminate Drew, because then Drew's okay, that's it. You eliminated me in the Royal Rumble. Now you're eliminating me in the Elimination Chamber. And then we'd attack. Kind of thing.
That makes sense, man. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that too.
And also we could Drew could kind of pull Damien out, so he's never eliminated. And then later,
you gotta eliminate him. You gotta take him out. You can't have two people doing it.
And later, Damien comes out.
What other match do we have? Who's in the elimination? The women's
So the women's card. Yep, we got Liv.
Naomi's in there too, right?
Yep.
What's the name?
Roxanne.
Yep. Liv, Naomi, Roxanne.
Got
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa, yeah.
Bailey.
Okay.
No.
And Bailey.
Yep.
Yeah, Bailey.
Okay. I low key. They are really pushing Roxanne Perez. I don't know if she's ready for a WrestleMania spotlight, but they are really pushing her right now.
They are.
She's hot right now.
She is.
I don't know if she wins this. She's gonna have a good showing in this match. I don't know if she necessarily wins this match.
Well, to be fair, okay, WWE, I don't know if it's going to be the same under the Triple H regime, but they push women stars pretty soon. Like Bianca Belair, her first WrestleMania match, she won. She won the title against Sasha Banks. Do you remember that? That happened. Rhea Ripley, I think she faced Charlotte at WrestleMania. She didn't win, I don't think, but she was there, and they put her in that spot. So there have been a couple times where they take these women stars that they project to be superstars and push them to the moon. Remember Charlotte? She got the belt early on. As soon as she was ready to go on the main roster, she got the belt at WrestleMania. So, I mean, if they think the women are ready to go, they're not scared to put the title on them.
Who would be a good matchup for Rhea at WrestleMania? Because I'm assuming Bianca and Naomi are going to be tied up in the Jade Cargill. It kind of puts them out of it. Like I said, they pushing Roxanne to the moon. Liv and Rhea, we've seen that. We've seen
We
that.
have seen that a lot.
Alexa,
maybe Alexa Bliss, maybe.
but you just kind of got that with Liv and Rhea with Alexa. So
don't we have
I think
Rhea facing each other at the Elimination Chamber?
Is EO and Rhea at the Elimination Chamber?
They're not on the Elimination Chamber card. They are fighting for the title. I think either next week or the week after the Chamber. I can't remember.
Okay.
But they will be fighting for the title. Those two.
After.
Man, it's not. You ain't gonna have to. It'll be a babyface versus babyface type of situation.
Unless you have Roxanne. Yeah, you could have Roxanne win it.
I'm going with Roxanne right now. She's hot. She's hot.
Yep.
Not to say she looks good too, but she's
yeah, she's doing well. I could see this going one of like three ways. I think Roxanne is a good bet, and I think she's my second guess. I would put her like in the ranking of things that could happen. I put Roxanne winning at 2. I think number 1 at this. Well, you know what? I changed my mind. Roxanne is at number 1. I think that's most likely to happen. Roxanne wins and faces Rhea at WrestleMania. At 2, I think maybe they postpone Jade a bit, or they have her face Naomi at WrestleMania. Either they postpone it or have her face Naomi at WrestleMania. I think Bianca winning, and then we get Bianca Rhea at WrestleMania. That's a huge match, by the way, that they've teased for years and years. Every time they get into the Rumble with each other and face off, people are like, "Oh, are they about to? Oh my God, we finally!" And I think we might get that
on this. That means that if you do that, you can have Jade, Naomi at WrestleMania. It can be one of the opening matches. It can actually be like a squash match. You don't have to put a lot of thought in that because you're going to pay it off with Bianca being really the ringleader behind it later on, right? So that's a good idea. I like that.
We could do Jade and Naomi night 1. Then next we can do Jade, Bianca night 2.
No, Jade ain't good enough to do two
matches at WrestleMania would be crazy.
We'll build that up. We'll build that up down the line.
But you could do that. I think that's the second thing that could happen. But like you said, they could do Jade, Bianca. We'll see. We'll see about that. But 3, and this would be a swerve. Okay, we have Io versus Rhea at some point for the title.
Right? Yeah.
Have Io win that match, and then a lot of options open up for you at Elimination Chamber. Then you can have Liv win the Elimination Chamber because you could have Liv versus Io. You could have Bayley.
We got a Rhea fan, right?
Listen. We got another one over here. Okay, another Rhea Ripley fan over this way. But you could have Bayley and Io go at it again for the title at WrestleMania. So that's another thing I could see happening. That would be like 3rd on my list of things that would probably happen.
Yeah.
But like you said, I have Roxanne winning at this moment. At this very moment, I have Roxanne winning the match.
And I have Bianca twice at the end too. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with those two.
It's hard to pick Roxanne if Liv's in it. Because, she was so good with the title reign, but she pretty much just cheated pretty much a lot of
things. Yeah, she was a heel. So
yeah,
if you're going with the classic heel versus bad guy, I think that we played out a little bit of Liv versus Rhea.
It's so hard to put them in another match together. Yeah.
No, Liv is good. And Alexa Bliss, I think Alexa Bliss is probably getting underrated here, the way we're talking. But you gotta find something for her to do too. So maybe it's still looking like Roxanne out of that. I'm sorry.
I think so too.
What else we got on that card? Elimination Chamber.
We got the unsanctioned match. We discussed that a bit though. Yep. We could have, like we discussed it a little bit, Cody versus Solo, maybe. Could have that. John Cena will make an appearance, but that's right, he's in the match. That's why he's making
He's
an
in the match.
appearance. Yeah. So
Do we
I
have
don't know.
anything with Jimmy
Oh, we could do
and Shinsuke Nakamura?
Shinsuke. You could have that, a little U.S. title match between those two. You could slap that on the card. I mean, I wouldn't be too much against it.
I want to throw. This could be our multi match right here. I want to throw Jimmy in there. I want to throw Andrade in there.
Okay.
I want to throw Mello in there.
Okay.
And give me a fatal 4-way
for the U.S. title match, and that could be heat. That could be heat.
See,
is Braun Breaker on the card?
Now, if
not at this moment.
Like,
he's not.
I wanted like LA Knight, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and
But Jimmy's been floating around that scene for a while, so he needs to be. I think they're going to push Jimmy. It might not be a major title. That's why I'm saying the United States title.
Yeah,
they're trying to push that. So that's why I say Jimmy. And Jimmy actually could go over right now because I think Jimmy's getting the same. He's getting a good response.
Yeah, just by proxy even.
Drew said you should have said yeet first, and that was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, that was funny.
Great thing about Drew. What else we got on that match? Eliminator Chamber or potential matches?
Potential matches. Shoot,
we got Braun and AJ. Braun and AJ. Like it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah,
I would say that for WrestleMania.
Though.
20 minutes.
You could say that for WrestleMania, but I wouldn't be mad if they just went ahead and did it at the Chamber. That's going wherever you do that match, it's going to be great because AJ's in great shape. Yeah. He's always a great worker. Braun's already proven himself.
Is that too much? Because you already got the Elimination Chambers, which is going to everything. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Is it getting enough attention being on that card? Or is that too much? I mean, WrestleMania is going to be.
It's going to be packed too. WrestleMania is going to be packed too.
It's going to be. It's going to be hard picking a WrestleMania card.
Yes, it is. And then differentiating between night 1 and night 2 is going to be a whole nother thing. But yeah,
but we will tackle that, sir. We will try to do it.
We will. Yeah, we will attempt.
Who else do we got? I think
the tag team titles.
That's card. Tag team titles.
Yeah. We could talk about
DIY
those.
versus Street Profits.
Yeah. That's the Street Profits cut a pretty good promo on SmackDown the other day.
I like the new Street Profits promos. I like it. I am, and this might be blasphemy, I am setting up potentially Dudley's, Edge, and Christian Hardy Boys with the Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Street Profits.
And do a TLC match? Ooh.
Yes. Yes. Those are my new age Hardys, because you can say the Street Profits are the Hardys.
Okay.
Jeff is Montez, and Angelo is Matt Hardy, more thinker and all that. Montez is the high flyer, the spot guy like Jeff. DIY is Edge and Christian. And then they don't have really Dudleys in there, but it's sort of, but you put the Motor City Machine Guns in there with some ladders, some chairs, and some tables.
It's some magic. Could be some magic.
It's going to be very creative. There's going to be some nice spots in there. I'm not really a big spot guy, but it's going to tell a good story. Yeah. And I mean, you can just pick a winner. It's time for Street Profits to win. And then maybe
I think so. It's been so long. So long.
Let's get a heel tag team for once in a while. Well, DIY is kind of a heel tag team.
They're very heel, but yeah.
So you can get that cracking. Like I said, they are building up that tag team division. I actually like American Made too. I like those guys too.
Yeah, versus the War Raiders.
Yeah. which is
Judgment Day.
I don't know if they make it to WrestleMania. You might make it to the Monday after WrestleMania. I don't know if they make it to WrestleMania, but it's not a slight on you. But
No.
like I said, bro, it's gonna be hard predicting this WrestleMania card. Even and I think predicting winners is gonna be even harder because there's so many ways that they
you could go.
Yeah.
It feels like we say that like every pay-per-view now. So many ways they could go with this and the outcome.
You ain't been right on the pay-per-view yet, man.
Listen. I was right about Charlotte. Okay, by the way,
you was right about Charlotte.
Yeah, I was too.
We had no idea Jay. We did touch on Jay though. We did say Jay could make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been there, but there's so many ways you can go. But I'm excited, man. NXT had a pay-per-view.
Yeah, they did. It delivered. It was very good.
Day? What's it called? Vengeance Day?
Yeah, Vengeance Day.
That was pretty good. They got a new hold on. They got a new group in there. I don't know the name of them yet.
I don't think they said their name yet, but
they were impressive. I like that. It's it kind of said the new Shield.
Yeah,
but,
people say that.
I don't know if I would call them the new Shield. Ricky Starks, or we don't know his name yet.
Yeah, we don't know his kayfabe name yet.
Yeah, not yet. He's there. Like I said, I expect Malachi Black to show up in NXT.
NXT, really?
Nah, he might not.
He's kind of an older guy. He's an older guy. Like he might be ready to just jump to the main roster at this point.
Yeah. So yeah,
because if you put him in,
okay, say you bring back Black and Miro, what are you bringing them back as?
So I think we discussed the other day them potentially coming back as a tag team. I don't know if or maybe I discussed that with Harold, just having Miro and Malachi Black coming back as a tag team. Yeah, Harold Coons, shout out Harold Coons. Sometimes wrestling. We be on the clock, So okay, funny story. One thing I didn't know prior to working at Fox 4, Channel 4, was that SmackDown was going to be on our air for a long time. It's no longer on there, but when it was, Friday nights, you having to work late. Why not turn on? It's our channel anyway. Why not turn it on and tune in? So it was me and Harold Kuntz watching SmackDown, every Friday, every once in a while, just because it was on our air. It was on and we were bored and we were at work. So, yeah, so I think this Friday that passed, me and Harold were watching and we were discussing Aleister Black and Miro potentially coming back. And he was like, why not just put them together as a tag team? And I'm like, well, you can make it work. You could make it work, and they'd be a very powerful tag team.
Yeah, and they are big enough to go against War Raiders, which makes sense. Yeah, I like that. Shout out to Harold's. Harold's my guy.
Shout out to Harold Coons.
And man, I got a SmackDown story. My dad bought us tickets to the initial debut SmackDown episode, which was in Kansas City.
Wow. Okay.
He didn't tell me, and I couldn't get off work, so I couldn't go.
Why would you tell me that? That is so sad.
And that night, Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
HBK, yes. Goodness gracious. And that's the last time we see Shawn Michaels, by the way.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Dad. I'm sorry I brought that up.
I can't believe you said that. And that was the last time we see Shawn Michaels, by the way, for a long time. Because that was a DX reunion, by the way. Because Shawn Michaels does the swerve, he turns heel, hits the Rock with the Sweet Chin music, pins him, costs him the title.
Sweet Chin music, which is there was rumors that was the real Sweet Chin music. There was rumors that they got to it in backstage, but anyway, yeah.
I can't believe you told that story. That's so sad. I can't.
Shout out to my dad. But yeah, I was supposed to go to the debut. Oh God, Rock put on a hell of a promo and a match that night. It was like, anyway. I forgot my total train of thought. But NXT had a nice pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They're building some things up there. They got the was it is Julia?
Julia.
Julia. Okay.
Yeah.
She's nice. I like her. I like what they're doing with
Stephanie
Black
back
Legend
here.
and those girls. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
them
here.
too.
I think Ethan Page is a superstar, and when he gets
Dog.
up to this next level,
He's a dog.
yeah.
Daddy, didn't we watch when Brock had broke Triple H's arm?
Yeah, we went back in the past and watched. You remember when Brock broke Triple H's arm?
Yeah, that was insane.
He broke it. He broke it.
Yeah.
With the Kimura. Who else? Did he break Vince's arm too?
He broke somebody else's arm. I think so.
Was
He
it
might
Stephanie?
have.
It was one of the McMahons. He broke somebody's arm. It wasn't Stephanie.
No,
but
they deserved it. Whoever it was.
Brock was really a beast.
But Randy RKO
he punted Vince.
No, I'm saying
he punted Stephanie too. That was a wild show too.
That bro.
Stephanie.
Okay,
yeah.
So all right, so we're gonna do our fantasy booking right quick. I didn't prepare you for this.
That's fine. I can do it off the
let me
dome.
see. Who do I want you to book? I want you to book.
Hello? Uh-oh, we frozen. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad.
Okay, you good.
I want you to book let's say Jimmy Uso to a WrestleMania spot. What do you
a WrestleMania?
how do we handle Jimmy? Jimmy's kind of hot right now. Big Jim.
Big Jim. So I've already done a booking where him and Carmelo have a match. I'll put that away. I'll put that away for now. I like your United States title idea. So maybe we have maybe we do like a United States title tournament or something like that prior to WrestleMania. And that'll be
fighting around it. Yeah.
Yep. So you could put LA Knight in there with somebody and use that to build to a WrestleMania match. Maybe you put him versus Drew, have him knock out Drew in the first round, and then we come back around. Drew costs him a match in the second round, and then that builds their match. You could even throw Mello in there, have Jimmy go over Mello if you want to. There's a lot of ways you can go with the tournament, and then once you do that, you get Shinsuke as the final boss at the end of the tournament, and then we do that at WrestleMania. Along the way, you could have Jimmy cut a bunch of promos about how he's living in his little brother's shadow. I think Jimmy is the older one, isn't he? By like a minute or something.
About 9 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So you could have him, cut promos about that, how he's not he didn't say yeet or whatever, address what Drew was saying about him. And I think it'll do a lot to build him on his way to a match against Shinsuke at WrestleMania. I think that'd be really good. And along the way, you can have Shinsuke cutting those, anime villain promos. Oh, Jimmy-san, you are not good enough. Yeah.
You're not good as your brother.
Yeah, exactly.
I would also throw button into your fantasy booking. I would also throw Tama in there too. He needs something to do.
Tama Tonga, yeah. Ooh, put him. You could have him be in the finals of the tournament. Have him and Tama Tonga go at in the finals of the tournament.
And you can continue your bloodline and
LA Knight and Tama have a match.
Yeah, not too long ago.
I didn't watch that.
Okay. So Elimination Chamber, I'm ready for it. I think it's gonna be good. We got I think this week will probably be the go home shows for those. So normally, okay, so we're gonna let you in on a secret. If you get beat up on a go home show, you're probably gonna win at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's always been my thinking. If you take an ass whooping at the go home show, you're probably gonna win at the pay-per-view. So that's how I always looked at it. Now that kind of holds up pretty true. They still keep it like that.
They swerve every once in a while, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so, every once in a while, they'll let Jey Uso win a Royal Rumble, So.
Yeah.
How you liking Jay versus Gunther? How it's been booked?
I think it's been booked very well. Jay's been cutting some of the best promos of his career. Gunther, I feel like I say this every time Gunther cuts a promo, but he surprises me with how great his promos are. It's funny. So on his promo on Raw, he was like, "I know you guys do not like me. You do not like watching me wrestle, but that is okay because you watching me wrestle is like reading Shakespeare to a dog." And that of course got all the boos, which is hilarious because that's actually a reference to New Japan wrestler Zack Sabre Jr., who said the same thing about American audiences. I think it was at the last New Japan pay-per-view. He was like, yeah, putting on a technical match for United States wrestlers is like reading Shakespeare to a dog. He's a heel, big heel, so that got a reaction. So shout out to Zack Sabre Jr. It is. It's very disrespectful.
Then I'll love you anyway.
Chill out.
But Gunther's promos are always good. Jay's promos are good. This match is building perfectly.
I did like Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. How they set that up. I like that. A great match. Another good match with Miss Jax. Miss Jax been putting. Hey, we give Nia a lot of bad pub because she hurt a couple people or she messed up a couple times. But she's been doing pretty good lately. She had that banger with Naomi. Mm-hmm. This was a great match with Tiffany. So she's been doing they built it up, man. Her and Tiffany built up that rivalry. She's making Tiffany look like a star right now.
Listen, you must be new, okay? Because I've been on the Nia Jax is actually really good train, okay? Ever since she came back, I've been like, I am a Nia Jax fan now, okay?
Yeah.
Ever since I think, yeah. And I was one of 3 people that was very happy she won Queen of the Ring.
He said she been kicking ass because her butt too.
Hey, chill.
I know it was just funny. So, hey man, we got SmackDown this week. I think that should be fun. I've been liking the 3-hour SmackDowns, like I said. And putting out good product right now, man. There's not much I can complain with. Give me my AEW check down this week. What did I miss?
Yeah, so AEW this week was in Australia. We had their their Grand Slam. They usually do that at it's Wimbledon. I think they do it at the tennis court or whatever. They do Grand Slam there, but this year they did it in Australia. You had Will Ospreay team up with Kenny Omega versus Kyle Fletcher and their international champion. I forget how to say his name, but that was a great match. You had predictably Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay go over. Very good, powerful team. We should see more matches out of them in a bit. You had in the main event, you had Australia's own Toni Storm, who, by the way, is doing some of the best work of her career. She beats Mariah May, gets her revenge for when she got beat at Wembley. So that was very nice to see her go back over. She's your women's champion once again. You had FKA, Sasha Banks, who is now Mercedes Moné. She continues her dominance over at AEW. She's holding 4
belts now, right?
She's got 4 women's championship belts right now. She's walking around like Kurt Angle in TNA, unironically.
he didn't want all the belts. He only wanted 1.
Yeah.
But that's happening. She's doing great work as well. Is there anything else worth note, really? I mean, John Moxley.
How long till Cedric Alexander ends up in the Hurt Syndicate over there?
As soon as he can. As soon as he's available, he will be in the Hurt Syndicate. Who also doing well, but they weren't at the.
Is Baron Corbin going to AEW?
I would assume that's where he's going. I wouldn't see really the point of him signing with TNA. Because isn't that the same as signing with them?
Do that?
Yeah.
Triple H, man, come on, man, get Baron back, bro. Come on, man, bring him back, bro. He's from
Kansas City's own.
He's from the town, bro. Come on, don't do him like that.
But yeah, pretty much what we're seeing in AEW. Long story short, we're waiting on Moxley to do something. Okay, we need this Death Rider story to wrap up, to get interesting or something, because we're tired of not being able to see the belt. We're tired of Moxley just kind of taking everything by hostage and not really doing anything.
Another
We need,
choke out.
and it was a brutal match. It was a good match. It's like, can we get some intrigue? Is there something more to this? Is there something more to this? I think that's what a lot of people are asking right now. And the answer at the moment is no.
Who do you want to dethrone Moxley?
I think it has to be Darby, but he's literally at Mount Everest right now. Like, he's training to climb mountains right now. This dude is supposed to be the face of your company. He's more interested in climbing mountains, which is fine. Live your life, but I feel like it's got to be Darby. But the young man is trying to find himself at the moment.
Come on, AEW, man. I'm trying to take y'all serious, bro. Y'all can't. Yeah. Your guy can't be climbing Mount Everest, which is oh Lord, I don't even want to talk about it. But great week of wrestling. Like I said, SmackDown has been pretty good. These 3-hour shows, and Raw's been great. I think this pay-per-view is going to be great. We'll be here pre or post for the Elimination Chamber. We will try to go at least get the official card and go through that.
Yeah.
So we will see you then. Until then, we got 2 words for you. Peace out.
Like and subscribe. Peace out. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, those are
share.
That's technically
share and like.
Subscribe. That's technically 3 words.
That's technically 3 words.
You use the sign. You use the and sign. You know that little ampersand or whatever. Use that. That's not a word.
It's 3 words, but it's 2 if you bundle them.
Yeah, exactly. See?
The bundle rooski.
Bundle rooski.
So they're out of school tomorrow. So,
oh my goodness.
Enjoy that.
Out of school tomorrow?
No, I think Jaden's out of school tomorrow. So.
Oh my God.
Oh, we didn't even talk about. We lost the Super Bowl. It happened. Yeah. It's over.
It's over.
Who cares?
Yeah. Better luck next year.
Hey, Philly, y'all been talking a lot, bro. I hope we get a rematch with y'all, please. I know we play y'all next year, but we need to have y'all. Y'all need to meet us in the Super Bowl again.
Let's
do that.
Number 3?
Yeah, because y'all talking a lot. Y'all talking a lot. So let's handle that.
You can't see me.
We'll see y'all in a couple of days, man.
What do you mean you're retired? We haven't even seen you yet.
This guy.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right. Peace
out. See you back.
Oh God.